everybody, it's Angie, and I am back with another reaction. So, yesterday I watched the premiere of Vincent's Tale the third night, and I also watched the premiere of Starry Night. And then I realized that there was a second night and a first night. Now, I was going to post them yesterday and today, but I changed my mind. I want to do them in order. So today we are starting out with REN, and it is Vincent's Tale first night, I believe. Yes, the first night. So pretty excited. The other two were pretty awesome, but got to go back and see what I missed. Real quick, if you're interested in having your suggestion moved to the very top of the list, simply click either the QR code that's on the screen or the link down in the description. So far, I've been able to get those reactions out within about 1 to 3 days. Also, down in the description is all the information for the artist. Make sure that you visit his YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe while you're there. Okay, with all of that out of the way, we're just going to hop right into this. Here we go.
Yes, Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was Brawl Dog. Alright, we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive now coming in. Some new cat who goes by the name of REN. This one right here is I Don't Give Two Fucks. Neither does a virgin.
Starving for some food for thought. I hide away. I'm a student of a melancholy prodigy, catching supernovas falling from the Milky Way.
Is that a human or an angel singing?
Don't shy away. Maybe I'll get high today. I get stuck.
A man has died after being stabbed last night in the shopping district of London Paddington. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Edmund Lockridge, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, the billionaire founder of Lockridge Incorporated. The company has been at the centre of several recent controversies, though police have stressed there is no indication at this stage that the attack is connected. A 34-year-old man from Shepherd's Bush was arrested at the scene and remains in custody.
Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 last night, emergency services were called to this pedestrian strip on Parade Street, Paddington. Witnesses describe a heat altercation followed by Mr. Lockridge collapsing from stab wounds. Vincent Gavon, described by neighbours as quiet and someone who kept to himself, was detained minutes later. Police say they are keeping an open mind on motive, including whether the attack was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon, police and ministers responded to the growing public concern. We take you there now.
At approximately 3:09 this morning, Vincent Gavin was charged with murder. Our deepest condolences go to the Lockridge family. As this is an ongoing investigation, further comment would be inappropriate.
Will this be treated as an act of extremism?
We're keeping an open mind.
Minister, is this a sign of a wider breakdown in public safety?
What happened last night is not just an attack on an individual, but on the values that underpin our society. The Prime Minister will be reviewing measures to ensure crimes of this nature face the toughest possible response.
Thank you, Minister. Lord Lockridge! There have been some accusations that your company's practices...
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Attempts to justify or rationalize this crime are beneath contempt And that is all I have to say on the matter.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you.
In an extraordinary turn, the public have been left completely divided. Some of the population see Vincent as a new age devil, whilst others see him as a modern-day hero, striking a blow against the status quo.
I'm stood outside the courthouse, and although officials have described this as an open and shut case, you can see there's clear public divide between support and condemnation for Vincent Gavon. Back to you.
With the suspect now formally charged, the question remains a sign of something deeper in Britain today.
Jesus Christ. What a load of shit.
Compliance.
Okay, I gotta pause for a second. So it is so interesting how they put this together. I mean, it looks real to a point, which is saying something, you know, something good. Of course, we started out with the wonderful REN humor that everybody loves so much, and his singing as well. Now, I didn't completely catch it in the first one. I mean, I kind of thought that was going on, but what I'm guessing is going on is this gentleman is kind of like a security person that watches the cameras, and he's watching TV while he's watching the cameras in the prison, which is interesting. Yeah, but I'm just amazed at whoever is doing all the people that are doing all the acting in this. They just are doing great job. Really good acting. I'm interested to see this. I believe it might be a commercial. Let's check it out and find out.
In Britain today.
Jesus Christ. What a load of shit.
Compliance. Life without passion is a world without violence. From the same Lockridge Industries laboratories that brought the world's first medication formulated to heal the global economy, Envian. Comply more. A new, groundbreaking series of treatments is here to change the world all over again. Finally, an alternative to the responsibilities faced in modern-day relationships. Throughout history, human minds have been afflicted with absurd delusions, such as individuality and fairness. Are your children starting to develop their own personalities as they grow? Are you tired of waking up every day and having to pretend to listen to other people prattle on about their right to self-expression? But that can all stop with just 2 easy-to-swallow tablets taken before, after, and during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous ankle jingling, unexpected emotional flash mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S, sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Okay, gotta do it again. I'm sorry, that was an awesome commercial. I love that commercial. It's very sly and sneaky. First of all, you have the sheep representing everybody following like sheep. And then the names of the meds were very cool. I love that too. I mean, come on, this is brilliant. This is really brilliant. Yeah, and I'm one of those people that I raised my kids to be individuals, and I expressed that to them, that I wanted them to be individuals. I wanted them to be who they are and not be a carbon copy of each other or other people. I just think individuality is really important, you know, and it's kind of sad. Like, I get the reason why, say, Catholic schools have uniforms. I get it. I do. But I also have a problem with it at the same time, because you can express absolutely no individuality. So I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's the only way I would ever raise my kids. You know, I don't want them to always be like everybody else and conform. Enough about that. Let's continue.
Severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S, sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Good evening and welcome to Britannia Speaks, where the nation debates the issues that matter most. Tonight, Vincent Gavon, charged with the murder of Edmund Lockridge. Who is he? It's a tragedy that has sparked outrage, division and a national conversation. On our panel tonight, Sir Douglas Kane, former Chief of Police. We have Dr. Aston Tolliday, political scientist. We have Cassie Blaze, who is an actress, influencer and former contestant on the TV dating show Swipe Right Forever. We have Percy Price, Professor of Psychosurgical Medicine at Cambridge University. So, without further ado, let us go to our first question from the audience.
Thank you. My question is, has Britain lost control of its streets? I work 2 jobs, finish at midnight, and honestly, I can't afford to change my shift, but I don't feel safe. My niece is 14 and won't go out after dark, and all the politicians are just arguing on a Twitter instead of doing, well, anything really. Should we feel safe, or is it over for this country?
Take this one, Sir Douglas.
Yeah, it's quite simple. Britain has gone soft. The people in charge of our legal system now have absolutely no backbone. Now, back in my day, they get punished and punished properly. These days, it seems that you get a TikTok account and some sort of documentary on Netflix. And I'm sorry, but you should be afraid. You really should. The people who run this country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect, it's exactly that thinking.
Yes, it comes from somebody who knows about criminals. This structural inequality does nothing. What are you going to tell me next? That road cones have feelings and emotions?
Actually, what we're seeing is the collapse of social support networks, rising poverty, inequality of wealth.
That's absolute rubbish. People aren't being stabbed because of inequality. They're doing it because they can, and we're letting them.
Let me break this up slightly and bring in Cassie here. What would you say?
Well, I think that... I think maybe you're both right. Like, Sir Douglas here thinks we should be hard, but Dr. Tolliday thinks we should be soft and gentle. I personally think it's nice with a mix of hard and gentle.
Excellent point, Cassie. Yeah, the audience loves it, which brings us to our next question, really. Should Vincent face the harshest punishment, do you think?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, let's set an example. Let's be harsh. Let's give him the worst we can do. Let's brand him. Let's publicly humiliate him, whatever needs. We've got to stop people from doing these offences. We've got to make crimes as unappealing as possible.
Right. That's medieval. Every study shows that harsher punishments...
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry. This study stopped someone from getting murdered in Paddington last night? No. Now, you can make statistics and anything you want, as long as you want, but it's not going to stop a blade from going into your gut, and nor is your PhD.
What works is investment in communities.
Oh, yes, brilliant. So welfare handouts to youth clubs so that some of these thugs can do interpretive dance for their feelings.
It's called therapy.
Called a waste of money.
What do you think, Cassie? What would you say?
Well, I don't even know Vincent, but... If it makes everyone feel safer, I think we should just punish him, right? Like...
Off with his head!
The vibes are what's important here, so if he's gonna bring the bad vibes, I think he should do the time, honey.
No, I'm sorry. This isn't about vibes.
Yeah.
This is about dealing with issues systemic.
Final thought on this, Sir Douglas.
Final thought. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Yay! All right, well, that brings us to the final question. What does this all mean for the future of Britain?
Well, it means war. It means war. The public are at danger. We've been wrapped in this sort of bubble wrap. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have the soldiers on the streets right now.
The real war is with inequality. Vincent is a symptom, not a cause. If we don't address the root cause...
The root cause is if he'd not picked up a weapon and picked up a job application instead.
Well, I think that we should just be nicer to each other, you know?
if we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to, they found out about each other and it was a right mess. They wanted to have a talk about it. So I just turned my phone off, went to the back garden with a matcha martini and meditated like really hard. And honestly, that solved all of my problems. So
out of time, so I'm going to say thank you to our panel, but also Professor Price, you've been rather quiet sitting there, made a lot of notes. Do you have any insights to share with us?
Yes. Yes. You people talk of punishment, yes? Policy, poverty, and whatever it is you're talking about, but crime is not a social issue. No, no, no. It is a neurological one. It is a matter of circuitry, misfiring impulses, faulty wiring in the prefrontal cortex. You see, we can punish, yes, and punish and punish. Naughty boy, yeah, yeah. But nothing ever changes, right? And why? Because we are disciplining behavior when we could simply repair the machine. You, sir, would you imprison or jail a lamp simply for flickering? No, of course not. It would be preposterous, it would be absurd. You would simply acquire a new bulb. Well, Vincent is a broken lamp. And I have a new light bulb.
Well, you heard it here first. With that, it is good night from us.
Look, we haven't even had a proper debate.
We'll see you all same time next.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to wait.
Join us then. Good night.
Yeah, I watched it. By the way, Starry Night was enjoyed it. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, so on that last bit, the discussion, so-called discussion, you know, all of them had a point, except for maybe the doctor, but I mean, his is relevant too, because, okay, yes, there needs to be punishment. People can't just do whatever the hell they want and there be no consequences. However, it is a systemic problem. And she's right. There are root causes, and those root causes needs to be addressed. These things need to work together. It's not, oh, do this one or do that one. They all need to work together. The young lady, I'm just going to ignore her. Fun to look at, you know, yada, yada. No. The doctor, now, where he had a point is that, yes, some people have mental health problems that cause them to do things wrong. But it's not everybody. It's not a one-size-fits-all type thing. So really all three of them correct. And he actually goes, what he was talking about, and I also, you have to see that all of these people were the extremes. And that's what's wrong a lot with our country. I see all countries, because actually I'm in the US. And the UK, though, what I see about the UK, it's so much similar to the US. I mean, it's the same everywhere. But anyways, one of the problems I see is, number one, everybody has lost the ability of true debate. Debate is where you actually make progress. Everybody is just so busy at, I'm right, you're wrong, and you're not going to change my mind. I'm not even going to talk about it. You know, it's just, it's hyperpolarized, as they say, and too much extremism. just too much extremism and too much unwillingness to debate. But yeah, they all have a point. They're just all to the extreme. And the doctor is talking about it as it's one thing fits everybody, and that's in that particular instance, that's not the case. And I know I'm taking this seriously, but it's serious stuff. It was great. The entire video, loved how they put it together. The acting in it was really great for something that is considered amateur. And I love the doctor. The doctor is cool. He kind of reminds me, and now I can't remember the character, but the character in Batman that, wow, Peaky Blinders dude played a long time ago. He had the longer hair then, and I think he wore glasses. No, did he? I don't remember. Anyways, reminded me of that just a little bit. The talking was different, but anyways, enjoyed the heck out of it. I am going to move on to the second one right after this, and I'm very excited for that one too. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you are still with me at this point, please go ahead and click that like button. Also, if you got something on your mind, throw it down in the comments. And it would be truly awesome if you considered subscribing. Subscribing really helps the channel to grow. Now, with all that being said, I hope that every single one of you just has a brilliant day. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.